Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's just two movies.
Welcome back to another episode of your mom's favorite podcast. My name's Daniel King. This is It's Just Two Movies. In the studio with me this evening, Birdman.
Hi.
That's right. Birdman's here too. He tapes it. That's right. We use an old over-the-shoulder camcorder style
But you
thing.
never get to see the footage.
No, we make adult films with your mom. We don't do any of that. I apologize for my behavior. I don't know where that came from.
I don't know what's come over me.
We watch two movies every week, though. Well, every other week, bi-weekly.
Yeah.
I watch more
You watch
than
a
that.
lot of movies.
all the time. I watch a lot of movies. And this week, we're watching... No, you go. You go first. Stop.
Well, I was just going to say it's spooky season. So we're doing spookies.
Yep.
I'm getting scared.
If anybody just send us pictures of your boobs to it's just two movies at gmail.com, I would personally be horrified. And I'll forward them to Birdman so he can get a good scare as well. But what we do is we watch two films every week. One of them, usually Toted is a good film. And the other one, hopefully so bad it's good, but they have something in common. What is it? I don't know. This week it's
yeah, you got to find out. You got to listen and find out.
Yeah, it's vampires. I'll do it. Fuck. I thought it was strong female leads.
Well,
yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But this week we watched Abigail, which is a R-rated 2024 horror comedy of 1 hour, 46-minute runtime. It's got a 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb, 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, 83% on Peacock. I don't know why that's here as a metric
weird.
being used.
Dirty.
It is directed by Tyler Gillette and Matt Bettinelli-Olpin. Release date April 19th, 2024. Stars Angus Cloud, Melissa Barrera, Alicia Weir. Is that Alicia? Oh, yeah, Alicia Weir. Catherine Newton, Kevin Durand, fucking huge Kevin Durand fan, and Dan Stevens. I really like Dan Stevens and like everything I've ever seen him in. Matthew Good and... I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to do it. No, it's good. And Giancarlo Esposito. All right. Yeah, so that's everybody that's in it. Birdman, what would you say it's about without spoiling it?
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's crazy how small the cast is for it's
right, and good casting too. I like everybody in it. Did I think
9 people?
I forgot somebody.
Is it just 9 people? Yeah, 9 people are in this. That's it.
No, Catherine Newton was the one I was thinking of. Yeah, is that her too? That's it. Will Catlett is also in it. William Catlett.
Yeah.
He plays Rickles.
Yeah. All right, so this is about a group of, I guess you could call them criminals.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it would be fair to call them criminals.
Oh, yeah. It's like a real Guy Ritchie setup here.
Yeah. A group of criminals, they accept a job to kidnap a young girl for ransom.
Yeah.
Basically.
Easy peasy.
Things don't go well.
No, things do not go well.
So that's the basis of that. And as we already said up top, this is a vampire film. I liked it, though. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
So this is done by the same guy that did Ready or Not, by the way, if you're curious about that.
Yeah, which is funny because Jeremy Jones was on the show previously, and I was just mentioned to him in passing that I had seen this, and he's like, "Oh, what'd you think of it?" And I was like, "Man, it is the most fun I think I've had since Ready or Not." And he's like, "It's because it's the same director."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, fuck, I didn't know that." But no, that tracks.
Yeah.
They have kind of similar feels, and
they do.
There's a couple of similar things that happen in both films that I'm sure we'll discuss. But if you haven't seen Flabigail, check it out. I believe it's on Peacock.
Yeah, it's on Peacock.
Yeah,
Did you
Peacock.
say the like the budget and all that for this, or no?
Oh, you know what? I don't even have that in front of me. Do you have that?
Looks like the budget was $28 million.
Okay.
Does that seem high to you? I don't know. I guess it
28 mil? Nah, it doesn't.
Not really.
For like some of the effects that
some
are
of
in
the
it.
effects maybe.
I don't think so.
Worldwide gross 42 mil.
I hope Kevin Durant got paid out the ass for this.
I'm not gonna lie. Who? Kevin
Durant. He's like the big muscly Canadian.
Oh,
dude.
Kevin Durant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
fan. He's always a bonus for me in everything. I'm like, hey,
what's like his most well-known?
Fuck, I don't know. He was in that Guillermo del Toro FX series, The Strain. He was like one of the leading characters in that.
That's it. That's where I recognize him from.
Also vampires. So, I mean, obviously he's a good pick for this movie. He already knows what a vampire is, which is not everybody knows.
It's a plus.
You know,
it's a
not
plus.
Not everybody knows
All right.
what that is.
So I think we're gonna dive into this. How do you want to go about talking about Flabigail?
It's just the naming convention, Flabigail. It just makes me giggle. Like she's just got a bunch of flappy excess skin, you know, just like. Like I'm doing a Batwing, like Grandma Batwing impression.
There you go. You got it.
Okay, so you've got this ragtag bunch, and it's not a Guy Ritchie film, but if you were, they'd be like, "Oi, get in the van."
Hey,
and they'd be like, "Oi, it's Jimmy the Teeth," and fucking, "Oh, what do you mean? I'm already in the fucking van. You get in the van." Freeze frame.
It's not as flashy as like a Guy Pearce, or did I say Guy Pearce?
Guy Ritchie
film,
or a Guy Pearce. He's a very flashy guy.
He's a flashy man. We get some shots of a ballet dancer, presumably Abigail. She's practicing her routine, and then we got the fucking crew. Everybody's coming in hot. Everybody's got their job.
You got the wheelman, the hacker, the muscle, the brains, the military guy, the sniper.
Yeah, right.
And who else? The lady that handles the kid.
Right, yeah.
Not sure what her other job
was. The babysitter.
Oh, anesthesiologist.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was her. Yeah, that's what she did. Okay, so we can see right away there's a tracking device on the car that Abigail gets into. They track her down. They're at the house. Fucking right away, man. Angus Cloud, which... I forgot that he passed away. Big bummer there.
What else is he in? Is he like in Euphoria?
He was in Euphoria.
A show I've never seen?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that it's, people find it very endearing though. Like I know that it's a popular show and a lot of people like it.
I think I watched an episode and I was like,
it seemed like horny teen drama.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
No.
So he's fucking cracking me up immediately. He's just a dumbass.
Yeah.
he just plays a dumbass.
Right. Yeah, he sure does.
He's got a screw loose.
He does. She's like, "You're a real loose cannon," or whatever she says to him.
So they're at the house and
at the crib.
They're at the crib.
Is this post or pre-abduction?
This is where they abduct her.
Mm.
Yeah. They fucking get the job done. Goes off with, mostly without a hitch. I would say, yeah. There's an alarm that gets set. Not a big deal. They make it, and they're heading out of the city. And right away, it's clear that everyone in this crew, they don't know each other. No names, essentially. That's like
no names, no backgrounds.
Yeah, no names, no backgrounds.
Backstory. That's what
don't talk about your shit.
Yeah.
So they get to their destination. It's a dilapidated mansion. Pretty sweet mansion.
I wonder if it's the same mansion from Ready or Not, or I wonder if they use some of the same set pieces. I was like kind of looking since I'd already seen it once.
I have it. It's this was part of the trivia. It's the famous Guinness Manor in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, in Ireland.
In Ireland. So that's pretty cool. They get in and they meet the boss, Lambert, played by
Lambert.
Sorry, Lambert.
Lambie.
Hey, Lambie.
Played by
Giancarlo
Esposito.
The accent he's doing is very it's interesting. It's
Yeah.
very American.
New York.
Yeah.
Like a New York business, like financial district kind of guy.
It's interesting to see him do that kind of an accent because he's usually just himself essentially in most of the stuff he's in.
Yeah, I agree. He's just a very slick looking individual. And he comes in, he kind of recaps the job. He's our Mr. Exposition.
Yep.
So he's just like, yeah, here's what's going on, see?
Here's what's going on, see?
He doesn't say that. He doesn't talk like that.
No.
But he spills the beans about like, hey, you guys captured, you got the girl, because they just kind of drop us in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. You got the girl, now you're just going to hold her for 24 hours. I'm going to get the money, and then you guys all go your separate, you'll get the bank transfer will be done, and you'll all go your separate ways. Nobody knows fucking nothing.
And he gives them, because one of the guys is like, how are we supposed to names? How are we supposed to refer to each other or whatever?
You want names? Fine. You're fucking Frank, Jimmy. I don't know. He gives him a bunch of names, and one guy, he's like, "What's he say?" He's like, "What's my name?" And he says something sarcastic, and he's like, "Very funny. You're Don Rickles."
Yeah,
like, that's his name.
So the names of it's the Rat Pack.
Do you know the Do you know the Don Rickles, fucking Frank Sinatra joke?
No.
All right, so this is a true story.
Okay.
Don Rickles and Frank Sinatra are out to dinner. Not together, though. They're just in the same restaurant. And Don Rickles has met Frank Sinatra before, and he's like with a really good-looking girl, and he's trying to, make out with her. And he goes over and he talks to Frank. When the girl gets up and goes to the bathroom, he's like, hey, listen. He tells Frank what's up. He's like, I'm just trying to impress this girl. Will you come by my table and say hello? And Frank Sinatra's like, yeah, sure, Don, whatever. So Frank and his whole table are sitting there eating or whatever. They get up to leave. Frank Sinatra walks by the table and he's like, hey, Don, how you doing? And Don Rickles is like, Frank, can't you see I'm fucking trying to eat here? Just an absolute fucking legendary funny man.
Yeah, right, yeah. I read that he wasn't officially a member of the Rat Pack, but he, because he was close with Frank, Frank kind of considered him
part of the pack.
Part of the crew. So the names are Joey, Frank, Abigail. Oh.
Everybody knows that famous Rat Pack member, Abigail.
I already fucked it up. Not Abigail. Rickles, Sammy, Peter, and Dean. As far as my notes go, I went by those names.
Yeah.
So, if you want to know who we're talking about, fucking look it up.
Figure it out. Smart ass. Yeah.
No, we'll take care of that as we go. He's like, I won't.
I'm
Fuck
not
that.
doing that. I'm not doing that.
So the crew, they mingle. They have some drinks. Pretty sweet.
The kitchen
lounge
stocked,
area. Yeah.
Bars stocked.
Mm-hmm. Joey, played by Melissa Barrera. She's like, she kind of fucking figures everybody out quick.
Yeah, she's observant.
Yeah, and it's funny because she does this because Dean, Angus Cloud, thinks he can do it.
Yeah.
He tries it first. He's just wrong about everybody.
Right.
He's
He's like,
dead wrong.
You got siblings, huh? You don't want to fucking share with nobody. He's funny. Yo, give me a piece of candy. Get your own. Or fuck you too, bitch.
I wonder if that scar on his head, if that's real or if
I think so.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Let me find out real quick.
I didn't know if that was part of his character or what.
Anus Cloud. Yeah, no, it's real.
Huh. Okay. So, Joey, what's his name?
Melissa Barrera.
Yeah.
It's Joey.
Frank.
You might know her from the newest Scream movie, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe Halloween. Maybe both of them. I don't fucking know.
Frank, who is in real life Dan Stevens, he says, "I'll give you $100 if you can name one true thing about me."
Yeah, she's like,
she just goes off, dude. She just,
you're in luck, Dan Stevens. About to fucking filibuster out of your ass.
She just takes everybody to the cleaners.
Yeah, she sure does.
Except for
Rickles.
Rickles,
because he's only got a $20. She's like, you're getting off easy. We'll just say Semper Fi. Yeah. Good stuff. I like I understand that he's kind of meant to be comedy relief, but I also just found like Kevin Durant's character like endearing. You know what I mean? Because he's just like, hell yeah, he's gonna make a bunch of money, and yeah, he is a big dumb muscly idiot, but he's sincere. His character's sincere.
He is,
I guess.
and we're talking about his name in the movie is Peter. Kevin Durant is Peter. So they're having a good time until
Peter Gabriel, famous right. member of the Rat Pack.
Right.
See how many people I can piss off.
Let's see where we at here. Yeah, they're just mingling. They also learn because Frank. They also learn that Joey is a junkie because Frank's like, you know what? I know someone. I know junkies. Yeah. So I could tell.
You know, I was a cop. And one thing you know about cops, we know a junkie junkies, when we see one.
Yeah.
The affectation with the candy. God, dude, I love Dan Stevens, man. He's such a good
great.
creep.
Yeah. The glasses, I read that he insisted on wearing those glasses. That wasn't in the script. And the director was like, okay, that works. Yeah. And they do.
Yeah. Yeah. It sure does.
Just a good look.
Gives him like an air of entitlement kind of fucking thing about his physical performance. I don't know. It's good though.
He's the one though that I was most curious. I was like, what's up with this guy? What's his story? You know what I mean? Like he's the one I wanted to know.
You ever seen him in much else?
No, honestly, I haven't.
Have you ever seen The Guest?
The Guest.
He famously stars in The Guest, which I believe is just had its like 10-year anniversary.
Maybe not. It does sound familiar. Let me look that.
It's kind of a generic sounding movie,
right? It's probably like the name of 10 movies. No, I guess I haven't seen that. Is it pretty good?
Oh, dude, it's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
He's a fucking tour de force. Everybody that's in it's great.
Damn, that's not on my watch list. Okay.
Yeah. Check it out. I add it on there. That one's free.
Sure,
everybody out there listening, you got that one free. That was organic. That's just me and Birdman hanging out. You got to come.
We're just hanging out. Wait, who's coming?
Clean yourself up. You fucking bunch of animals.
Right. So Joey is in charge of checking on the girl. Joey has a soft spot for the girl because Joey is a mother.
Yep. I guess she like doesn't take care of her kid because she had a problem with drugs. So she's recovering. Mm-hmm. Well, you're always recovering though.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
But I think she's an absent parent is what's going on.
She is. Yeah. She's afraid to make contact with her son again. She's just afraid of fucking up again, essentially. Yeah. So, she checks on the girl. I don't need a soda right now.
Hell no. You need a Busch Light?
Abigail's like, yo, cuz, what the fuck up? What's going on? Abigail's awesome, by the way.
That little girl?
The girl that plays.
Yeah.
What is her name?
Here. That is Alicia Weir.
Alicia Weir.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's fucking.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Killing it.
Because she's manipulative.
Yeah.
Because she's a vampire. She's old as fuck. But she when she's like suckering him in, you kind of buy that she's had hundreds of years to work on this routine because she's very endearing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. She's smart, plays it up. The crying game really plays that well. Joey essentially spills the beans. Hey, this is what's up. Your father.
Oh no, I've spilled these beans.
Shit. You still want to eat these beans? Or?
Yeah. Are they warm?
Even if they're cold, I'd eat them.
Yeah. Just give them a rinse. Unless they're baked, then you need the sauce if they're baked beans.
Yeah. She spills the beans. She says, hey, we're going to keep you. We're trying to get money out of your dad.
We don't know who your dad is. Don't fucking tell me.
Right. She pinky promises Abigail that she will not get hurt. Fucking bullshit, by the way. Yeah. I like how the detective's like, what's his name? Frank.
Oh yeah.
He's like, no, fuck this.
Frank Reynolds.
Frank Reynolds, right?
From the Rat Pack.
Famously known.
Yep.
Before Joey leaves, though, Abigail says something really fucking creepy. She's like, I'm sorry for what's about to happen to you.
Right. And she thinks it's like a threat from her father because she's like, do you know who my father is? And she's like, I don't know and I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
But
man, like, just the way what's going to happen.
Just the way she says it.
Ooh, fucking, that's creepy too. You know what I mean? But she is like, I'm going to kill all of you.
Right. That's we know.
Yeah.
We can't wait to see it.
We're in the know. We saw the poster for the movie.
But the detective's like, fuck this. I'm going to figure out who her dad is. They learn that it's a guy by the name of Christophe Lazar. Pretty sweet name.
Yep. Lazar. It's the bad guy's name in Your Highness.
Is it?
Lazar.
Just Lazar?
Yeah.
Okay.
The evil wizard Lazar.
And they find out who this is, and they're like, oh, fuck this. At first, they want to bail, because this he's a big deal.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah. They're all like, Lazar, let's get the fuck out of here.
Not fucking with this. We learn that they're in line to make $7 million a piece for this job.
Ooh.
God,
that's a lot of money, even for the Rat Pack.
Right.
And Don Rickles.
Would you risk it for that biscuit?
For $7 million?
Try to fight for your life?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Can I arm myself? Can I have a gun? Can I have a gun? The great equalizer?
Right.
A gun?
A gun? Well, they brought guns to the party, and we see how that worked.
Yeah.
Not very well.
I think I would pick up on the vampire thing pretty quick.
Right.
And just be like, okay, here are was that your pewter or my pewter?
Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. Nobody listens to this. I'm joking. All 10 of you, I'm sorry.
Right.
Very sorry.
Round of applause.
I appreciate you guys listening to this episode so many times.
Yeah, right. All 3 of you.
Yeah. That's right. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Carrie.
Alicia, Carrie. Thanks. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You're our lifeblood.
That's right.
Okay, so they talk it over. They decide to stay. They're like, fuck it. Let's do this.
$7 fucking million. And they're like, what if we die? And they're like, well, then we split your fucking $7 million.
Yeah.
Split your $7 million.
Yep.
Makes it sound all the much sweet. One person dies, all of a sudden you're like, fuck, 8.5. All right.
So everybody kind of splits up. Joey's checking out the library. Fucking awesome library, by the way.
Yeah.
Man.
I should learn how to read. Fucking everybody gets very excited, and I'm like, they look cool, but I'm like, what are they? What are those weird scribbles in them?
How do you use these?
I don't know, some kind of weird ancient technology.
What's the thing that's stuck in the library? Is like the shutter or whatever? It's making all that fucking creepy ass noise.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? What's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. So they're all having a big fucking fight, and then they decide what happens. Like Dan Stevens' character, Frank Reynolds, goes into the room with the girl, and she sees his face.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess we forgot to mention that. Sorry, that was my bad. Yeah, he sees. The girl sees his face because fucking Joey took off the girl's blindfold like she was not supposed to do.
Right.
Fuck. Come on,
she's
Joey.
Like, why'd you take off the blindfold? And she's like, I was covering my face. He's like, well, I fucking wasn't.
Right.
Oh,
God damn it.
It's good stuff, man.
I like the part where Joey goes to Rickles' door and he hears her sneaking. And they kind of have a little moment there.
Oh, yeah.
And they promise to watch each other's backs.
Yeah.
So
because he's like, Rickles like, I don't trust none of these motherfuckers but you.
Yep. And we gonna fuck later. No,
later we gonna fuck. I thought they was going to. I was like, they're gonna smooch at the least. No,
I thought so, but
no.
So, let's get to our first fucking death.
Fuck yeah.
Sammy's watching cartoons. Fucking Dean's dumbass scares the shit out of her because he's hiding in her room.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's trying to get some from her. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
He's like, "Yo, I seen the way you was looking at me earlier." She's like, "I'll fucking kill you. Get the fuck out of here."
So he fucks off. He draws a dick on Peter's face.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite parts where he's just wasted. He walks in there and sees fucking Peter sleeping. He just draws a fucking wiener on his face. And later they're like, why is there a dick on your face? And he's like, what?
What? Dean comes across this old mural, and it clearly shows the house and creatures flying in the sky.
Oh, yeah.
And a representation of Abigail, clearly.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, that's the fucking girl.
And a tall guy in a real dumb hat.
Right. Did you see the tattoo?
It's got that, like, it's like a Jamiroquai hat, you know? From that.
Who? Oh, yeah, the guy in the... Yeah,
in the painting.
Yeah.
It's got that fucking weird Jamiroquai hat.
No, did you know that Jamiroquai is the name of the band, not the guy? It's a band.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
What's his name? His name's also Jamiroquai, actually.
Jamiroquai Senior.
Jeremy Quay.
It's Senior.
Jeremy Quay the second.
So fucking he checks out that mural. Did you notice the tattoo that the hacker Sammy had? She had a tattoo on one of her arms, and it was like those flying creatures that you saw in the mural.
Oh, no shit.
It was, I think, one of those
on her fucking
on her
tattoo.
arm. Yeah,
maybe a little foreshadowing.
Maybe, yeah. I thought that because yeah, we'll get into that. A little bit of foreshadowing.
Yeah.
So Sammy goes and checks on Dean, and she goes to grab him, and it's fucking because we see him get taken by something.
Yeah,
but you don't get to see
dragged
what it is.
Off. Yeah.
She goes to grab Dean, and his fucking head falls off.
Yeah.
That got me. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's very violent. And it's like, while I was watching it, because it starts innocently enough, you're kind of not expecting the level of, like, violence and gore that's in it.
There's a lot of blood.
But it takes me back to fucking Ready or Not. You know, that was, like, a very gory in a fun way, which is, that's weird to describe. But, yeah, it's a fun representation of it, I guess, because his head just falls off,
right? Because she just like it's just placed back on his body.
Yeah. So fucking Peter runs in when she's screaming, and he's like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "Why's there a dick on your face?" And he's like, "What?" Yeah. She's like, "His fucking head fall off." She's like, "Get everybody in the fucking room or whatever." So they get together to talk it out.
Yep.
Walk in to kind of investigate the room. Nothing really out of the ordinary. And then they decide to go check on the girl. Rickles, he goes to leave after they check on the girl. Because she's not there. Or they don't see her, right? I'm pretty sure she's still in the bed.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Because they're like, okay, she's good.
Yeah. And they're all arguing amongst themselves. And then all of a sudden she's out of the handcuffs.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, how did...
There's a part, though, that Rickles, he goes to leave. Because they talk about Lazar. They talk about Lazar's enforcer, Valdez, who is known for, like, decapitating people. Mm-hmm. Just some fucked up shit.
Yep.
So Rickles wants out. And then this is where we learn that the house is booby-trapped.
Yep. And
or
locked the fuck down.
Yeah, it's completely locked down.
Yeah, it's not that it's locking somebody out, but they are locked in.
Yeah. Yep. Joey goes to Abigail to find out what's going on. Abigail puts on her little, act, and she tells Joey that Frank is actually Valdez. She's just fucking with him now, right?
Oh yeah.
And they fuck. I like how Joey goes back to Rickles. They hatch a plan. And when they split up, fucking immediately, Rickles is killed. You know?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I really like how they did this. Like, Joey just goes, she walks away for like 5 steps.
Oh, yeah.
She hears something, looks back, and it's just Rickles just standing there, like twitching a little bit.
Yeah. So he all right?
Yeah. Rickles?
He's not all right.
No.
No, he did. Boy.
He gone.
He gone.
So Joey goes to Frank. They talk. They go to Abigail's room, and this is where we learn that, or they learn, I guess, because we pretty much know.
Yeah.
This is where they learn she's a vampire, which is a great reveal, by the way.
Right.
The teeth.
She's fucking horrifying.
The teeth are killer.
Yeah. They look cool because they're just like, it just like makes your teeth jagged. It doesn't Like, you don't have those vampire incisors or whatever. It just, like, your teeth become jagged, fucking ripping instruments.
A little bit of maybe a green-yellow tint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gross.
Gross. And then the scream. The scream I like, too. With the teeth. You just...
like the sound effects and the mixing that they did for this, I thought it was absolutely on point.
Yeah.
Like, very, very good.
Dude, that's the thing. I mean, everything sounds great. It looks great. It's just a fun film.
Yeah. But pretty low risk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh no, 6 people are going to die in a fucking whatever,
Yeah.
NBD.
Yeah, I was very curious as I was watching it, like, trying to figure out, like, okay, who's going to make it, you know?
Right.
We kind of get the sense that Melissa Barrera is, you know, she's the main character.
Right. Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
yeah.
So yeah, they fucking somehow they all escape, hatch a plan. I like Sammy the hacker. She's in charge of grabbing some garlic from the kitchen.
Right, and she just gets a bag of onions. And they're like, these are onions. But they talk about how it's like her family's rich. You know, she comes from money. So
yeah,
would stand to reason she maybe has never seen a clove of garlic.
Right. Oh, that's rich.
Right.
Good stuff.
Those are onions. The fucking, I like when she talks about the big Canadian dude.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you're
Peter.
Yeah, you're muscle, but everybody made fun of you because you're fucking stupid. And you decided one day that they were going to look stupid. And you're just going to kill them. Good stuff, man. Because he's wounded by the realization that that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But something about this group of characters, they just all work well together. They're a believable bunch of people.
Yeah, for sure. It feels like they were picked for a reason, right?
Right.
Which, I mean, they are essentially. It's just Abigail's little game.
Yeah, little hunting game.
Yeah.
Which is kind of also the point of Ready or Not, because it's like they're hunting her in the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and very similar because like the houses or the mansions or whatever.
Ready or Not 2 is greenlit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Saw that.
So that's exciting.
With what's her name? I just forgot her name.
Oh shit, I did too.
Why are we so bad at names?
Which kind of looks like Margot Robbie. What is her fucking name?
Sigourney Weaver.
Samara Weaving.
There we go. That was close, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't have done it without Sigourney Weaver. That's what got me all the way.
Got him.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now essentially just the hunt is on. They're going to try to figure out how to get out of the fucking house.
Yep.
And Abigail is just kind of picking them off one by one, just kind of fucking with them.
She's fucking with them. Yeah, I literally wrote that down. Abigail is just fucking with them now.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's like, it's a little girl in like the ballerina outfit or whatever, but she's actually quite accomplished at ballet. Like she's quite good.
I mean, she's a vampire, so
she's had time.
She's had some practice.
Kind of not fair, you know.
I like how she does her routine, like in the routine in the beginning.
Oh yeah,
it's at night.
Oh yeah. And
something I didn't realize till later. I was like, oh,
the bit where she's fucking standing on that stage and dancing with that guy's decapitated, his unheaded body.
I'm deheaded your way,
right?
Was that? I think that was Dean's body, wasn't it? That she was dancing with.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Just flinging it around like it don't weigh shit,
dude. That part where Sammy the hacker falls into the pit of bodies in that pool.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
what was there's a bit on Ready or Not where she falls into a nasty pit.
Is there?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm trying to remember.
I guess she falls because she goes to get out and she like puts her hand on a fucking nail or something. But use that to pull herself up.
They love pitfuls of bodies.
They love a gross pit and then exploding bodies.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
The bodies hit the ceiling. Just fucking everywhere.
Let the chunks hit everywhere.
Just fucking boom. So one of my favorite parts is like there are some other vampires involved, and we'll get there in a second. But when one gets offed, they burst.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a bag of blood.
Yeah.
It's
fucking crazy.
It looks really good on camera.
It does. It really they nailed that part.
That effect is fucking mwah.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of good fight scenes, you know. They're trying to overpower this fucking vampire who is also, you know, what would she be, like 12 years? 12 or
she's like 12, 13 maybe. Yeah. Little.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like the bits where she's chasing them and they're like scared. There's one where like the big Canadian dude, he's like, fuck. Like,
dude, that bit where Abigail stabs him, like, just with what?
It's like a little tiny something, and she
cross. I think maybe it's like a cross.
Yeah, it's like a cross necklace or a crucifix or something. And she stabs him in the chest with it like 40 times. It doesn't kill him,
no,
because it's only a quarter of an inch long.
Jesus, man,
fucking what a bitch.
So, you know, they get fucked up quite a bit, but eventually, they corner Abigail, and then Peter, the muscle, he pins her down, and Joey is able to give her another sedative, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They lock Abigail up in this, what'd they say it was? I think it was an elevator in the house. Yeah. Which, come on.
It's a shitty looking elevator.
And it's a fucking vampire.
It's a million years old. It's a vampire. You remember when she threw that 350-pound man 15 feet across the room? You remember that?
Yeah, that fucking elevator's gonna hold her? Come on. Get out of here.
I like the way that she lets him think that it does, though.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? She like grabs the cage and rattles it. Oh, no, I'm stuck.
Oh no.
And you're like, maybe she can't get out of there? Because like there are some legends with like vampires and werewolves where they have some sort of adverse reaction to iron.
Right.
Because they're anemic or something. That's why they drink blood in the first place. There's some sort of issue with iron, like they can't bend it or break it or whatever. I don't fucking know. But you like as a vampire scholar, watching it, I'm like, okay, well, maybe that tracks or whatever. But then when she just later blows the door off of it with a punch, you're like, okay, all right. That does track, though.
Again, she was just fucking with him.
Just fucking with Dan Stevens. Because she's like, I tell you what, I'll tell you how to get out of here if you let me out. And he's like, you got a deal. She tells him how to get out. And then he's like, about that deal. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
And she just punches the door clean off that thing. She's sorry, I've been fucking with you for like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
During this scene too, we just kind of learned, like, she kind of reveals that she brought all of these people here.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, what about what's his name? Leonard?
Fuck. God damn it.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Lambert.
They're like, well, what about Lambert? She's like, Lambert works for me, dumbass. Like, very good stuff.
Yeah. Let's see where we at here. Frank, yeah, he learns, quote unquote, learns.
He gonna learn today.
He gonna learn today. He goes to the library because that's where the exit is. That's what she says.
Yeah.
And it's not, of course. What was the name of the book?
And then there were none.
Yeah.
You got any trivia on the book?
Yeah. So the book, that's, let's see here. This already hints that Abigail is misleading Frank. Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None is a story about a group of strangers locked in a remote house getting picked off one by one.
By a vampire?
Boom. Not by a vampire, but, I mean, we see the similarities there.
I wonder what they were picked off by. Sorry, I'm screaming. I installed a bar in the studio. It's probably a bad idea.
Or the best idea you've ever had, Daniel, sir.
That's true.
So I like that little tidbit of information on the book there.
Have you ever read any Agatha Christie?
No, but I want to, because I hear several of her books are just fantastic, but there are a lot.
I need to learn how to read.
Will you get back over here?
I'm coming.
God damn it. Welcome back to the Birdman Show.
Welcome. It's my favorite show. I love the Birdman Show.
Tune in every week.
Yeah. Put a bar in the studio. Probably a bad idea. But I did find out that I actually like gin and tonic.
That's what you said.
Yeah, there you go. Got a new favorite drink. Now I only have like 40 or 50 more to try, and then that'll be the end of the show.
Right.
Forever.
So, Sammy, she realizes all she needs is a power source to...
She can short out. Yeah, she can essentially shut all the power off. But for security lockdown, stuff like that, if you lose all the power, it probably stays locked down. But just, with a little engineering thought in mind, because then anybody outside the house could just cut your power and get right in your house.
So, yeah, right. So they're searching for a power source. Sammy, she gets bit.
Yep.
Pretty quick.
Yep.
And she is controlled now by Abigail.
Puppet style,
baby.
Which is that? It's a really good scene.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And then in that little corridor or whatever, and then she's like dancing, the sunlight's fucking burning her and shit. I was like, fuck, this is sick.
And she bites Peter too, right?
Yeah. She kills Peter.
Yeah.
And then later they walk in the room and she's like, oh, she's got her big vampire teeth, and she's like, oh no. Like, she just squatted down next to him.
Well, she's facing away, so Joey and Frank can't see her face, but they're pretty quick. They're like, oh, she got bit.
That bitch a vampire.
She gone.
No, they knew she was a vampire before that, because she's like, am I going to turn into a vampire? And Abigail's like, I don't know. She's like, oh. Fuck. But later she like sticks her finger in the sunlight and she's like, oh my gosh, it didn't burn me.
She's good
Peter's
for now.
Like, he's like, I saw your reflection in this silver platter, so you're good. Let's go.
Speaking of silver platter, Joey uses one to shine on Sammy eventually.
Hell yeah.
And she fucking explodes.
Yeah.
That's a good...
I think that's the first exploding corpse. Yeah, it is.
Is it?
But fucking holy shit, man. Just that fucking blood bag go boom, baby.
Just the bits of chunks of...
Just viscera and whatnot, you know what I mean?
And what have you.
Oh. And then some. And there's probably poop in there, too. We didn't talk about it, but I bet you it's in there. It would only make sense.
Oh, fuck. It does make sense.
Everybody Poops. It's a book. I've read that one.
Wait, you can read?
I can read Everybody Poops.
It's just pictures.
I read it at first grade level.
It's just pictures.
Yeah, it's just a picture book. It's just a picture of a bunch of different people pooping. Well, I guess that's everybody.
Oh, fuck. So, suddenly a hidden door opens in the library, and they head in. And this is how they find the fucking control room for the house.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. They find Lambert in the control room.
Yeah.
He offers Frank a deal.
And he's got big teeth now, too.
He's got the teeth.
Yep. They called me Teeth.
This scene is one of the issues I have. It just got a little cheesy. It kind of got a little cheesy here.
It did, yeah. It felt a little impractical and forced, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially Lambert's like, hey, listen, here's the deal. You help me kill Abigail, I'll turn you into a vampire, and then you and me can run their entire crime organization, even though you don't really know me. And it turns out that what you do know of me, I've been lying to you the entire time, obviously, because I'm a vampire, and I brought you here to get you killed.
Yep. And I feel like my other issue, okay, so Lambert bites, Frank agrees, Lambert bites Frank, and then he just like does this creepy thing where he like drips blood in his mouth, and it just, I don't know, it just feels like
that's regular vampire banter. That's regular vampire shit.
Yeah,
it is a bit cheesy.
It just, I don't know. Yeah, and then I felt like the longer the movie, like I guess towards the end, really, they just they started explaining things a little too much.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to do.
There was one that I didn't mind because their treatment of vampires is a little bit different from every, thing of cinema. They're a little different with every, little different caveats. But there's a bit where Dan Stevens tries to make fucking Melissa Barrera. He tries to make her a puppet. And then Abigail's like, it takes one thing about being a vampire. It takes a long time to do the really cool shit. But I'm like, well, it was a little. The line delivery is a little on the cheesy side. But I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting point to that. Is like it might take you a century to learn how to master
control someone.
A specific trick. Yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, that is different. Yeah. Those are just a couple things I had issues with. Just like. That scene in particular felt a little forced.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Actually, that was like probably one of the only scenes of the film where
that's
I was
really
like,
it. I mean, yeah. And then just the over explanation of what's going on. We're not dumb. Well, a lot of people are dumb, but
that's true. That is
maybe
true.
that's what it is.
It's true.
That's true. People do be dumb though.
Somebody showed me a study one time, but I was like, I can't read this. So. I don't know what the data suggested. And frankly, I don't care.
So, we get a fucking badass fight scene with Frank, Abigail, and Joey.
God, fucking
showdown.
Fucking Melissa Barrera is just getting tossed around.
She's getting fucked up.
She's getting tossed around like a fucking beanbag, like a cornhole bag on the 4th of July, baby.
Hey!
Just fucking, there's a local reference.
Just hitting wood.
Yep, fucking whack. Staircase, whack.
Yep.
Like a library shelf, whack.
Getting thrown from the fucking balcony of the library.
Old china cabinet,
shit.
whack.
Jesus.
Yeah, she's getting beat the fuck up, which is crazy because Dan Stevens is like, super powerful vampire or whatever. And so is Abigail, but she's also, 11, 12.
So I guess by Dan Stevens biting Abigail, it takes quite a bit of her power, right?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I gathered from it.
Yeah.
Like, I guess she was saying, like, that's the only way that Dan Stevens can kill me, Melissa Barrera, is by fucking sucking on my blood juice.
Getting the blood.
Yeah.
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 Oh, man. When fucking Joey gets stabbed, is that like, what is that right there? Where she gets stabbed, like under the
it's
is that
like
the clavicle or
that soft bit above your clavicle, but like, yeah,
man,
no, it's below, right?
It's below
the clavicle, but not into the heart.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it would be centralized to the shoulder plate. So yeah, fucking nasty.
Ouchies.
Yeah, big ouchie place to get fucking just run all the way through. Yeah.
Eventually, though, Frank, he gets the better fucking. He gets the one up on Joey. He bites her.
He does.
Yeah. And controls her, and he tells her to kill Abigail.
Yeah.
But she resists.
Like, pick it up. He like puts a little stake on the ground. He's like, Frank says, pick it up. He's still using his fake name at this point, which I was like, you could probably just be like,
you say your real name.
Hey, my name's Kevin, by the way.
Right.
Whatever. Because you're a vampire now, so it doesn't. You don't have
it doesn't
have
matter.
To go by Frank.
Yeah, right.
Anymore. I wouldn't. I'd go by Archibald the Wicked or something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you get a new
Archibald.
vampire name. Yeah.
So yeah, she resists, and then Joey and Abigail, they overpower Frank. They stab him. He
explodes.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah. Just a wet bag of a man.
And then we get the big reveal, which how did you feel about the reveal of who Abigail's father is?
I was just like, okay, it's just a guy. I didn't recognize him from anything else.
I didn't really either. It is Matthew Good. He plays father.
Good? Yeah,
Goody.
I know him.
Oh, I know him. I guess he was in The Imitation Game with Cucumber Batch. Benedict Cumberbatch. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah,
The
like a
Imitation
couple
Game.
of times. I love that movie,
It's good.
actually. Yeah, it's really good.
It's really good.
It's weird we never covered that on the podcast. I think that's like a podcast-worthy episode.
Yeah, I think so.
Or
For
where
sure.
they film, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe something down the road.
Yeah. So yeah, the reveal is that we get to see her father. And I read they kind of struggled with how to handle that, like whether or not to give it more time, or I feel like
it was about the right amount. I wouldn't have minded a slightly longer exchange.
Yeah,
because
like
where you been, bro?
Yeah.
Like what's your deal? But I guess also if your daughter is a couple 100 or 1,000 years old and has killed countless people, you're probably not that worried. Like she can take care of herself, kind of thing.
yeah.
So,
I don't know. I think it was. I think they handled it well. Just enough time. It didn't feel, they didn't overstay their welcome with that bit.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. He was like horrifying and fucking creepy.
He was pretty creepy. Yeah, he shows up and they just ended up letting her go. And I like how she walks out of the mansion. She literally says, "What the fuck?"
Right. Yep. And then eats the fucking beat up sucker that's still in her truck and drives off.
Yep. She gone.
And she's like, "I'm Melissa Barrera and I'm fucking out of here.
I'm fucking gone.
Goddamn vampires."
Then we like to think that she's gonna go reconnect with her son, but we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that. Should probably stop and get some candy.
She's got to get some more candy, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And some fucking coke or heroin. I don't know what's the drug of choice.
After a long night of that, yeah, junkie. I guess I don't know. Yeah,
that's fucking it.
What'd you think of it, Birdman?
Again, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I can't remember what I rated Ready or Not.
Oh, fuck, that was a long time ago.
Right, I know. I think I enjoyed Ready or Not more, but I still really like this.
Yeah, I'm of the same opinion just because of the I don't know. I guess the supernatural element of Ready or Not is less prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
It is because they're like, oh, pacts with the devil, and then they explode at the end. Spoilers for Ready or Not.
Right.
Go check out episode 1 or 2 of this podcast. I don't remember which one. It's
No,
episode
it
2. Yeah.
Huh?
I think it's episode 2.
No.
Is it really not?
No.
What was episode 2? Hold on.
Episode 2? You talking about the beginning of the show?
Yeah.
No. Come
Let's
on.
see.
Man.
Let's see. I gotta know.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, how many fucking
How many
vampire thumbs, but that feels like a cop out.
Right. What was an item in the movie?
It was episode 3.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, episode 2 was Blue Ruin. Episode 1 was it's just 3 movies.
Wow. It is episode. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was like, it's an old one. It's like one of the first ones we did.
Huh.
Good movie.
Good flick.
Ready or Not.
Man, yeah, what can we
Here I come. I don't know. What kind of thumbs should we do?
No, I was gonna say something. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
What were you gonna say?
Angus Cloudheads.
Angus Cloudheads? All right, yeah, I'll fuck with that. Angus Cloudhead thumbs? That'd be pretty funny, though. Like, all your thumbs, like, you have 10 fingers, but imagine they're all thumbs. And then on the tips of your thumbs are little Angus Cloudheads. And they'd be like, shit, man. I don't know where you from. I need that money. I need that money, like, real bad. It's a pretty solid impression.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. You've been working on that, or just come to you naturally?
No, just right, just fucking off the cuff.
Oh man,
I seen the way he was looking at me. Get the fuck out of here! Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
All right, I'm gonna give it 8.5.
8.5, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna echo that 8.5. I want to bump it up to a 9, but there's something missing. I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but Ready or Not gave it to me, and whatever it is, this just quite didn't.
I think it kind of what you said, just the supernatural
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's pretty much it.
It's hard to. It starts with that scene where Giancarlo Esposito is in there and he's got his big vampire teeth and he's like trying to make a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Something about that like lifts the veil of like me just turning a blind eye to like, okay, vampires aren't real. I was buying the adventure and the mystique of it
up until
he has that, like, they're having a conversation and he's got those big weird teeth. Just have him go back to normal for a second and do that scene. Like, maybe he's got blood all over him or something, so you know he's a vampire. Maybe his eyes are changed, but everything else is the same.
That's a good call. Yeah, I think he should have been just the regular version of himself.
Them having that conversation, because it's like, I assume it's really hard to talk with those teeth prostheses.
Mm-hmm.
Because why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think other than that, man, great flick. I would highly recommend it. It's fun, pretty quick watch.
Yeah.
You know what's not fun?
What's that?
Probably the movie that we're about to watch.
That's right. And you know what? There's some fun history with this movie because the very first ever unaired episode of this podcast, we were doing Jojo Rabbit and Bloodrayne 3 Third Reich. And we just never aired the episode. Mm-hmm. We later, again, covered Jojo Rabbit with like a different movie. But we never went back to Bloodrayne. So we're going to go watch the first Bloodrayne since we've already seen... In true tradition, although we didn't review it for you, we have seen the third one first.
Right.
So now we're going to go back and watch the first one. Maybe we'll come back to the second one one day.
That's right.
But we will be right back. Here is a quick word from our sponsors. Ooh, it's getting real late night. Maybe like 3 a.m. Could use a little something else, maybe something kind of sweet. Oh, fuck. I can't cut this, so we got, like, it's a one and done situation. Ooh. I'm gonna just whip out my phone here and go to 3amsweets.com. Oh, God. But then, the wind blew in. I entered a code. Cum joke. Ooh, 25% off. This is a real ad. Please send some business to 3amsweets.com. Hell yeah. Ooh. That's it.
We're gonna get up in it, boy.
All right. Welcome back.
We're here.
We're here.
And we're going to tell you about a thing that we did together.
We watched Bloodrayne
as friends.
Oh, fuck, I didn't look anything up. Bloodrayne just came in here and hit the button.
Just coming in hot?
Coming in hot to try.
We watched Bloodrayne from 2000. Bloodrayne. 2005.
That's right. And if you were curious, it's a R-rated 2005 horror action film, 1 hour, 35 minutes long. It's got a 3 out of 10 on IMDb, a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 41% on Just Watch. That 4% on Rotten Tomatoes sounds
awfully low.
That sounds like you're trying hard to bury that. Directed by Uwe Boll. It does have a sequel, Bloodrayne 2: Deliverance. Adapted from Bloodrayne, which is a video game. This release date was January 4th, 2006 in the USA. Stars Kristana Locken.
Christana, maybe?
Christana Locken. Ben Kingsley, Michelle Rodriguez, Michael Madsen, Michael Perry, I guess, Matthew Davis, Brian C. Knight, Udo Kier, and... fucking meatloaf a day. Keeps the doctor away.
We were like, why does it say meatloaf a day?
Yeah, I had no idea that was Meatloaf's real name.
That's his last name.
Also, special guest appearance by Billy Zane.
This fucking cast is ridiculous, by the way.
This is crazy.
Ben Kingsley, Michelle Rodriguez, and Meatloaf.
What a pair, you know? Dude, Ben Kingsley's hairpiece has got best performance for me.
So what's this about, Danny?
Oh, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Okay. All right.
What's this movie about?
Uwe Boll, what's this movie about?
Well, he's actually here.
He's not in the room. He'd fight us for this. Have you ever seen that? There's a video where Uwe Boll's like, he's like, tell my film critics to come fight me.
Yeah.
And he fucking fights these people, but like, he's a pretty good fighter. He's probably quit his day job.
Well, he's
which is directing, I guess.
boom roasted. Got him.
I'll fucking shoot you. Don't come out here.
I think he's German.
Yeah?
Germans know how to fight, man.
Well, fucking we know how to shoot in the States. Stay the fuck off my property, scrappy little shit.
Oh, man, he's such a weird-looking dude.
Hey, he's a fucking weird guy, man. But you know what? I have a lot of glowing praise about this film.
So, all right, basically, Bloodrayne is about a... Okay, so there's this vampire, right? And
no.
Oh, sorry.
She's a dampier. Or
Damphir?
A damphir,
No,
yeah.
Is that a... Domphir.
Domphir.
Domphir. Right? Is that how you say it?
I don't fucking know.
All right, we're going to look this up. We got to get it right, Danny.
A damphir.
Oh, dumb. I can't believe this was a video game first. That's what kind of blows my mind.
Yeah?
Do you remember the game?
I remember it existing. I never played it.
Okay.
But I remember it existing. I remember watching a game, like I probably saw some clips or some stills in a Game Informer magazine and was like, I don't know, man. Looks fucking looks lame,
looks
dude.
Lame. Yeah, so Domphir. I think that's how they said it. So she is a human/vampire.
Yeah. Like another movie, I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's pretty fringe. It's called Blade.
Only the greatest vampire movie
I first
ever made.
met Blade when he was just a boy.
What was the line? Any of you...
Some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
No, not that one. The one by the old man.
Oh, God, by Whistler?
No.
Any of you suckheads got a light? Fucking, I don't know. So, and then he turns on a big UV beam or something. Just something that won't light a cigarette anyway. I don't know, man.
That's the line. That's the line I needed.
They're fucking great.
All right. So Rain.
Any of you suckheads.
Yeah. Any of you suckheads. Rain is a vampire/human. She is being held captive by some circus freaks.
Yeah, keep it pretty light on the freak compared to just people we see later in the movie.
Yeah, right.
They even have normal haircuts. Maybe that's it. Everybody goes to this circus to see the people with regular haircuts. They're like, that's the bearded lady. Look at that. What kind of fucking freak combs their beard? I just super glued pubes to my face.
So the circus uses Rain as one of its attractions. Like they're fucking burning her burning her arm and
watching her heal and having her drink fucking goat's blood and
shit.
shit.
Exactly. Seeing her heal and stuff. And she fucking escapes. She kills those bastards. Fuck you, oppressive bastards.
Prison. You fucking carny sons of bitches.
And she meets some vampire hunters, and she wants them to help her get revenge
on Ben Kingsley.
Who raped her mom.
Yes. Who turned her mom into a vampire while she was pregnant with Rain?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty fucking
we
sick.
We should start a band called Autumn's Rain. But spell it Rayne instead of You know. Fuck me, man. There's a lot about this is fun.
It's pretty fun.
A lot about this is
fucking
fun.
silly.
Some of it about it is like so bad it's good, and some of it is just honestly
terrible,
not bad,
not bad actually.
I mean, like looking back on it from 2005, I was kind of impressed with some of it. I was like, oh, I like this.
Honestly, a lot
and then
of
something would happen. I'd be like, well, I hate that.
Yeah, a lot of the set pieces
look pretty
fucking good.
Yep.
And also, they filmed this in Romania. Beautiful.
Yep.
Absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Did we get a budget or no?
I don't know. How much does meatloaf cost?
Right.
Because I bet you that was.
Oh damn! That's crazy. In 2005 or 6, whenever the budget was 25 million versus 28 million on the first movie we watched. That's
I was
fucking
like, that's
crazy.
Close.
That makes sense though. It only made $3 million total.
Oof. Okay, well,
how does he?
I don't know. I mean, like, I guess if Uwe Boll was gonna fight me, I would just be like, nobody's more disappointed. Look, I liked your movie. Nobody is more disappointed in you than the studio, though,
right?
Because you just set $20 million on fire. Jesus Christ!
Oh man.
God, I wish somebody give me $20 million. I would just disappear.
Just to make a movie?
Yeah, but then I would disappear.
Like, fuck you, dude.
Gone.
So apparently the screenwriter, 20% of what she wrote was actually used in the movie.
Oh, wow.
So Uwe Boll was like, fuck you, I got this.
Fuck you, I'll write the whole movie.
They filmed, and he just made a bunch of fucking changes.
Okay, so I don't know, and I didn't look up any trivia for it or whatever, but I feel very strongly that a lot of this stuff was one take, and he was like, we got it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
Let's move on.
He just is trying to get it in the can and get it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which,
to a degree, I do respect. At some point, you have to move on. If it's not fitting your artistic vision or whatever, you still have to finish it. But they're like dialogue scenes that feel very like weird and stilted. Also, Michael Madsen's a super weird choice.
Very weird choice. His hair, the first time I saw him, I just fucking died laughing.
Yeah, he's got some
you're doing
weird,
your best Michael Madsen.
I'm doing my Michael
right
Madsen eyes, where he like looks at you. He's got his eyes are barely open to begin with.
What are you doing?
And then he says something, and then he squints even more.
Like he needs glasses. He's such a fucking terrible actor.
Yeah, he's not great. I like him in Reservoir Dogs, but that might be it. That might be
probably
it.
About it. That's
God, how have we never covered that? Because it's fucking old.
Yeah, I mean, so when you go to Michael Madsen's page? Yeah, the top thing is Reservoir Dogs. I guess I guess I shouldn't say terrible. That was a little harsh because, like, you know, he's in Kill Bill. Isn't he in something else where he's decent? He was in Donnie Brasco. I've never seen Donnie Brasco.
Oh, I've seen it a long time ago.
Pacino and Dip. That's just one that. He's in Thelma and Louise. What you got?
Is he? He looks like such a greaseball. Kill Bill. Oh, he was in Species 2, Still Horny, or whatever it was called.
Still Horny.
You remember that? When he's like running through that corridor, but it's like the slowest jog you've ever seen?
Species 2, the horniest.
Yeah. It's just called Species 2, I guess, but he's in the Hateful Eight?
Yeah, so I guess he's in
he can work in a Western, I guess.
Well, and then he's in some Tarantino stuff, like a few Tarantino things.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Fuck. Is it Death Proof or the other one? What's the other one?
I feel like he's in Death Proof now that you say that, but I'm not seeing it on here.
Okay. Anyways, let's. Do you want to run down?
Yeah.
Can you run down?
So she eats all the carnies. She gets out. Michael Madsen's like, we got a fucking vampire on our hands, but he's wrong because she's a damn fear.
Yeah.
But
They
she
don't
doesn't
trust her at first.
She doesn't know what that means.
Right.
So then she escapes and she's on the loose and she holes up in a monastery and then she beats a big gross looking guy.
Dude, that guy's fucking his mask.
It's like that meme of the guy that's like doesn't have a neck.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
Everybody's like, he looks like a pimple.
Exactly
Which I don't mean to razz that dude for his physical appearance, but there is a fictitious like monster man that favors your shape. I'm sorry.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, my apologies, my good man. But yeah, that guy was a lot of fun. He like attacks her with a big hammer and then a big club.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking troll.
No way he could move that quick, though.
No, not a
Absolutely
chance.
not.
He certainly can't like look behind him. You know what I mean? Like he
There's
can't.
no neck.
No, he has to turn his whole body around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's not fast. He's fucking slow as shit. His neck bones are fused, probably. Yeah. So she's like in this monastery. She figures out. She's like, oh, she got this key or whatever. Uses the key to put in a thing, and there's
There's an eye.
There's an eye in there, and let's talk about this for a second. She gets this
It's a
fucking
mystical eye.
This is after she like just kind of comes upon a gypsy, and the gypsy like reads her fortune or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes to get this fucking eye. Let's call it the Eye of Agamotto, which is from Doctor Strange. But I know what that one's called. This one's just called the Eye of a Vampire that's dried out. And she goes to get it. So it's weird because I like some of the action stuff. Like when she fights the giant guy with no neck. I like that. But then later there's a battle scene with her and fucking Michael Madsen and the guy with the mullet.
Oh, yeah.
Versus a bunch of vampires. And I was like, I hate this.
It's bad.
It just, the herky jerkiness of the
camera work.
And just the way that it's shot. It's
bad.
It's not digestible and it's not good.
Makes me think they shot it in order, and at the end they're just like
mix it up. Yeah.
Just we got to get this done tonight.
Listen. I'm not fucking dicking with this for more than 40 minutes. Just fucking put it together.
Oh fuck yeah.
That's how I feel about a lot of this, except for maybe that fuck scene. I feel like maybe they ran that back a few times.
Nah, that was one take.
That was one take?
So...
Because the guy needed a refractory period, is that what you're saying?
The worst thing about this, well, one of the worst things is the special effects are just god-awful.
And most of them are not great. There was a couple that I'm like, oh, I don't hate this. But then they would pepper in a thing that I did hate.
Right. It's just like back and forth. You're like, oh, that's not.
That's not a great choice.
So a lot. Okay, here's my thing. It seemed like a lot of the scenes with the special effects, it seemed like those scenes were sped up to like 1.5 time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there were some scenes that were like there were like very little clips that you like were very obviously fast forwarded, and some of them were very obviously like a weird slow motion that like skipped a bunch of frames.
Yeah.
Odd.
Strange. Just
is
that editing? I guess that's editing. I don't know.
I assume it has to be. I don't know how that portion of it works, but I would assume that's a editorial choice, not a artistic choice when shooting. There is some weird fucking jarring stuff that goes down as far like visually speaking. I do want to talk a little bit about the cast though. Once you are done laughing and grabbing your sides at everyone's hair, the lady that plays Rain, not bad. She's not bad.
As far as a actor?
I thought her performance was fine. Like there were a couple of parts where I'm like, all right, you're stepping on the gas a bit hard, but that's kind of on the director also. And that's why I feel like a lot of this stuff, it was like one take and he's like, we got it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you could have done a couple more.
No, yeah, she was...
You could have done a couple of more, or if this is the one take that you took out of a couple of more, then I bet the other ones were bad.
Right.
And you probably should have got more than, I don't know, a dozen takes or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
With some better direction, she would be fine. Like decent actor for sure.
Yeah, I thought she was fine. And I thought that everybody else in it was bad.
Except for the gypsy lady. I thought she was
Gypsy lady was
appropriate.
Good. Yeah, yeah.
I guess is
yeah.
the
She fit the bill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she fit the bill.
We can keep her. Yeah, everybody else was fucking god awful.
Man,
replace everyone else.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fast forward.
She's getting the eye thing.
She gets the eye, and then people are like, "Oh, there's two more. There's a heart and a rib bone," and she's like, "I don't give a shit about that. I just want to kill Ben Kingsley." And they're like, "You can't kill Ben Kingsley.
he's got a. Have you seen his wig?
Take your shirt off." And then she's like, "Oh, she gets captured by Michael Madsen and the gang." And fucking Michelle Rodriguez and Mullet Guy, and they reluctantly release her at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping in time. They reluctantly release her, and she trains with them because she's like, "You're not my enemy. We have the same goal." And they have a little training montage, and then she goes and kills Ben Kingsley, and everybody else dies. So it's just her alone by herself on a bone throne or whatever at the end.
Mm.
It's just a regular chair. It's not a bone throne. I don't
It's
know
not
why
a
I
bone
said
throne.
that. I just like rhyming, you know.
Yeah.
But I could do more if I could read. So that's run through. I want to talk about some of the things that I do actually like.
Okay.
I like that she has those stupid fucking swords. What are those called? That's a specific thing. I'm just gonna look up stupid fucking swords real quick.
I'm just gonna look up. Okay.
Stupid fucking swords with hooks. Let's see what
Very
we
specific.
get. Found them.
Got him.
Got them.
What you got?
Wait, no, I don't. Wow, not very many options for stupid fucking swords with hooks.
It's very specific.
Stupid,
Why don't you just
all right, let me take out
type in-
fucking, because there's a lot of naked, there's a lot of like safe search. Here we go. Found them. Makoto. Chinese hook swords.
There you go.
Yep.
Tiger head hook.
Yeah, sure. There's lots of other terms for it, but they are fucking stupid looking. Are they good? Yeah, it's like a sword that has a defensive hook on the end, which is nice, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. They look pretty impractical. But anyway, she's got them. She's got them. She's wheeled them. I like that when it's like they finally break it and the guy picks it up and you're like, it doesn't have a sharp edge.
You're right.
But earlier in the movie, that lady's like cutting a candle like 8 times before it falls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, these are unbelievably sharp, and she's an incredible swordsman. She's not.
It's just a shitty prop.
Yeah, it's like cutting something with the back end of a butter knife, like the handle part of a butter knife. You know what I mean? Fucking just silly. That I don't mind. Costumes, wardrobe, I don't mind. It's the hair is bad.
The hair.
There's one guy that's got his natural hair, and they fucking gave him the weirdest fade I've ever seen.
What the fuck was it? And then they like shaved parts of the.
I don't know. It was like super MC Hammer looking. It wasn't. It wasn't like time. It wasn't.
It's
time.
like shaving lightning bolts into your.
Yeah, it wasn't like a time appropriate or anything.
This is supposed to be the 18th century, by the way.
Wow, I thought it was 2005. That's crazy. I just thought it was 2005 Germany. That's wild.
Romania.
Yeah, Romania.
That's awesome.
Sure. Transylvania.
Fucking, we're going with it.
Oh my god.
You know,
actually, let me see here. No, you go ahead.
You know who I would have liked to see a little bit more from?
Who?
Billy Zane.
Dude, well, that's why they were like special guest appearance by Billy Zane.
He's on screen for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, he's in it like right up front.
Yeah. And then you don't see him again. It's weird.
No.
But he is Michelle Rodriguez's father in this, I guess. Right?
I guess, yeah.
I think.
Pretty sure that's what they're going for.
Michelle Rodriguez turns out to be a traitor. Son of a bitch. How could you?
Dude, I'm going to buy this Bloodrayne video game.
Oh, yeah? What's it on?
I bet it's shit. I bet it's a bit shit. Let me find it. Hold on.
Is it on like PC or...
Bloodrayne game. Let's try PS5.
It's not on the fucking PS5.
Fucking, you don't know me.
I do know you.
I'm
at your house.
Oh shit, Bloodrayne revamped PS5 gameplay. Smooth, upgraded. April 9th, 2022.
Oh shit.
Yep, Bloodrayne revamped. Oh, PS4. Yeah, unboxing online review. Oh, hell yeah. There it is. It's fucking $11 on the PlayStation Store right now, you guys. Right now. I bet there's fucking boobies in it.
There were like 13 boobs in this one.
Right. Yeah, 13. That's the perfect that's it.
That's the perfect boobage.
Yeah, dude. This
What
looks
if we
silly as
just
fuck.
bought Bloodrayne
And just played it. Next time we're on the podcast, we get to what you watch, and we're both like, I've been playing Bloodrayne.
I've been playing a lot of Bloodrayne.
I'm trying to 100% Bloodrayne right now, actually.
$12 on PlayStation Store.
Are you're downloading it remotely to your console right now?
Right. It looks
it's got a 4.4 out of fucking
like something.
Yeah, it's the fucking
Out of what?
Oh, it's got a
20?
It's got a 70% out of 100.
Oh, okay.
70% are 5-star reviews. 14% are 4, 7% are 3, 3% are 2, and 6% are 1.
Well,
hell yeah.
Maybe we'll check it out.
Maybe.
Okay, so what else do you like?
Maybe you will.
About Bloodrayne?
I like Ben Kingsley and the fact that I feel that he does not give a fuck about the stakes or the characters. Like, he just doesn't care. I think it kind of works to his advantage because he's trying to be a very like, oh, I'm very Mr. super powerful bad guy or whatever.
I am a stoic
who might be a bit cocky about his own abilities. You know what I mean? Maybe he's a little overzealous. Yeah, I didn't mind that, but it's weird because like Ben Kingsley's been knighted, but he's in so much just
garbage,
trash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
I wonder if we're gonna get knighted at some point.
What?
If we'll get knighted for our podcasting efforts. I think at least 3 people have heard of us in the UK, but there's only like 25 people over there, so
it's a little overdue.
Yeah,
I would say.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be like, my God, about time.
Here's my.
They'll be like, the corpse of the queen is gonna knight you. I'll be like, awesome.
Fuck yeah. Here's my question: what was Ben Kingsley's motive for fucking with Rain's mom?
He's just horny, I guess.
Was he just horny? Like,
no, I think he banged her previously, and she'd had the baby. I think this is what happened. I think he'd banged her. She had the baby, and he was like, "Tell me where the child is," and she's like, "No."
Oh, and
he's like, "Then I'll suck all your blood and kill you, bitch."
Well, he raped her too.
Yeah,
because he's
just a creep,
just a fucking asshole,
just a fucking dick bag,
just a dick bag. Rain was conceived when Kagan raped. Yep. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So Rain was conceived when he raped her mother, who was murdered when she refused to hand Rain over to him. There we go.
Boom.
A lot of this is not
so
explained.
I guess he didn't rape her the first time. Like they had consensual sex. Rain was born, and then he's like, "Where's the?"
No, I just said.
Where's the baby?
Rain was conceived.
Yep.
When Kagan raped her mother.
So, but he killed her in the thing that we watched. So he raped her and killed her when she wouldn't tell him where the baby is. But isn't the baby his? So did they have consensual sex first?
No, Rain was conceived.
Okay.
When Kagan raped her mother.
Okay, but in the thing that we watched, that killed her mother.
He raped her and then killed her.
Okay, so she's bringing a baby to term after that, after she's dead.
Fuck, I don't know, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Did they consensually smush? And was she like, take the wig off? And he's like, shh, the wig stays on. Because holy shit, that wig, it's like it's not even making contact with his scalp. It's fucking incredible.
Oh my god. I don't know how that works. Then it's all confusing to me.
Yeah. So I will tell you this: if you decide to press play on this, and you're like, Rain's kind of hot, you get to see her boobies later, or at least one of them, maybe both of them.
I think it was both.
Yeah.
And then there are some other boobies in there as well.
There's some other boobies in there.
Just when Meatloaf.
Sorry, you said boo. It scared me because it's a Halloween episode.
You're dumb. That was dumb. You get to see more boobies when Meatloaf.
Shut up, dude. That was dumb. You get to see more boobies later.
We got to talk about Meatloaf's appearance.
God. Meatloaf a day keeps the doctor away. Did you guys know that's Meatloaf's last name? I didn't know that. I learned something new today.
We were asking Carrie's friend what we should wear to the party.
Yeah.
And we're like, is it going to be casual? What's going on? She's like, well, I'm probably going to wear my favorite Meatloaf t-shirt.
Nice.
And I said, that sounds messy.
Probably gonna wear my favorite Meatloaf t-shirt. Like, that's just the one you wear that fucking you eat meatloaf in.
Or it's made of meatloaf.
Oh, that's fucking good. Oh, Christ on a bike.
I got a joke. You ready?
Let's hear your joke. I got a joke too.
All right. So there's this captain. He's out at sea, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a fucking crew. He's got a crew of dudes. He's got his crew, man.
Some seamen?
They're doing seaman stuff.
Okay.
And one day, big boat shows up.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, fuck. Pirates.
Big boat energy.
And the captain says, bring me my red shirt. And they're like, okay. So they bring the captain his red shirt. They battle. They win. So they're cleaning their wounds. Next day, 3 ships show up. 3 pirate ships. The captain once again says, bring me my red shirt.
Oh, fuck.
And they do battle again. It's a hard-fought battle, right? This time they barely win.
Yeah.
But they win. That night, they're restocking everything. They're fixing the ship. And one of the guys goes, hey, Captain, what's the deal with the red shirt? Well, I wear the red shirt because if my men see me in battle, and they see me get hurt, bleed,
yeah,
gives them confidence, makes them fight harder.
Right, makes them think I'm immortal.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. I like that. Next day, fucking 10 ships show up. 10 pirate ships show up. And the crew's like, Captain? And he says, bring me my brown pants.
That's good. That's good. I heard a good one today. Actually, I wrote this down, but I don't need to reference it because it's pretty short and sweet. 2 priests driving down 270, and they get pulled over by St. Louis County Police. And they pull over, and the officer walks up to the window, and they roll down the window, and he says, good afternoon, gentlemen. I'm looking for 2 child molesters. And they look at each other and go, we'll do it.
Boom, got him.
Yeah, it's better when you localize it, you know?
Right, yeah.
Like, I should have said Leadwood or some shit. Right. Something that, a local reference.
Something real local.
Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Eventually she kills Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
A bunch of it's just fucking, it's just silly and absurd.
It's fucking silly. Lots of weird special effects, some decent practical effects, but then some not good practical effects.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of odd.
It's a mixed bag of effects.
Yeah.
Some of them I find charming and delightful, and some of them I totally buy, and some of them are terrible.
Like some of the ones that the vampires like kind of turned to ash. Some of that looked actually pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah, it's not Blade, but it's pretty good.
Right.
Because they like disintegrate into ashes or whatever. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. What else can you say? I mean, we would recast almost every part.
Yeah, Rain's fine.
Rain's fine.
And you know what? I'm gonna leave Ben Kingsley just on principle.
Just change the hair.
Nope. I'm gonna make it further back. I'm gonna make the hairline recede even further, actually, to where it starts here, the hairpiece.
But even longer.
Oh,
actually.
it's fucking so bizarre looking.
How he said yes to this movie? How?
Because he says yes to everything.
Yeah.
Have you ever like watched Ben Kingsley's movies? Go ahead, pull up his. Go ahead, pull up his shit.
Well, one that kind of throws me off too is like Michelle Rodriguez, which again I know she's been in a lot of bad shit, but
yeah,
she had like, she did Fast and Furious. Like,
oh yeah,
she had a few movies there, and then she's like, you know what? I think I'll do Bloodrayne.
Yeah, she was in some fucking. Wasn't she in one or more of the Resident Evil?
Yeah, she was Resident Evil. And that was before Bloodrayne. And then she's like,
yeah. She was in Doom with The Rock, where they go to Mars and it turns out it's hell. You remember that?
No, I didn't see that.
It's something like that.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be into that.
No, it's bad. It's like infamously bad. And then they get to the end of it, and like where it's supposed to be like a Resident Evil boss, it's just a different monster, like from a different thing. Somebody just made. Yeah, okay, that monster's cool and all, but wouldn't it be cooler if it was something totally different?
No.
No, use the iconic thing from the series that you're making a thing from.
All right, let's fucking rate this puppy.
How many,
Stupid swords?
yeah, how many stupid sword thumbs? Yeah, let's go with that, actually. How many stupid sword thumbs you want to do?
I had a pretty good time with this. I felt like it did drag on in parts. I don't know, 7.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a. Oh, there we go. I was gonna give it a hard 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hard 8. I had a pretty good time with it. In comparison to, I feel like the more of these bad movies we watch, the more I have kind of like honed in how I rate them. Like, I would watch this again soon if somebody was like, "Oh, I've never seen it," and we were just like hanging out. They're like, "I don't know. Do you want to put it on?" Yeah, sure, man. I'm not gonna sit there and pay attention to the whole thing, but I'd rewatch it. It wasn't terrible. It had some highlights for me. Some of them are highlights because they were terrible.
That's what's crazy about this is how low it's like actually rated.
Holy fuck, yeah.
When we rate bad movies, we're rating it on how much fun we had watching this movie.
Yeah. And you know what? I enjoyed it.
This is a fucking 18 on Metascore.
That's it. What's it got on Rotten Tomatoes? Like a 6 or
It's
some
like a
shit?
4 or some shit.
Yeah, it's
like
fucking...
a 3 on IMDb.
Bro, I have seen movies that should be a 4 or lower. This ain't it.
No. This is like if an actual rating, I don't know, what do you think? Like a 5? Like it's somewhere right in the middle, you know what I mean?
Out of 10? Yeah. Out of 10, 4.8.
It's not the
maybe?
worst thing we've ever seen.
Not even fucking close.
That would be Birdemic.
Oh, Birdemic, Shock and Terror. It's just so goddamn long. If Birdemic Shock and Terror was 40 minutes long, it would be the best bad movie I've ever seen, but it's not. It's not. It's full length. It's like an hour and 48 minutes.
No, I think it was like hour 25.
It felt like it was fucking 4 hours long.
Oh, it feels like it.
So let's recast this. Who would you get?
Oh, you were right. Birdemic was an hour and 45.
Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
It was long
I kind
as
of forgot
fuck.
that was that long.
It was the only movie that we've ever watched for the podcast that we actually fast forwarded through a bit of it because we're like, oh my fucking God, I get it. Just so boring and drawn out and like, yeah, the acting's bad. That's charming for about 15 minutes. After that, I'm not charmed by it anymore. I would like to get on with my life.
Oh, so you want to recast this?
Oh yeah. Let's recast Bloodrayne. So we're gonna get MacGruber to be mullet guy.
I think we should get. It's going to be it's always a comedy.
Yeah, I'm actually going to swap roles. I'm going to keep Ben Kingsley and Billy Zane. I'm just going to switch them.
Swap the roles.
Yeah, and the wigs. So Billy Zane's got that fucking real weird hair. Like he's bald, you know.
I want to see Matt Berry as
the Meatloaf
the
character.
Meatloaf character.
Yeah. Or the Carney. We could get Jack Black as the Carney and fucking Matt Berry is the fucking horny guy at the end that's got all the titties out, ladies. Yes. Stroke my cock like in New York City. You know what he's like.
You know him.
Did you ever finish or start What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
Oh, man.
I know.
All right, you will.
I know.
One day.
One
and
of
you'll
these
be
days.
like, this is silly.
This is silly, Billy.
Yeah.
I love Matt Berry. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking.
Who would you replace fucking Michael Madsen with?
Anybody.
Mads Mikkelsen.
I was thinking
Done.
Mads Mikkelsen, done.
He's fucking Romanian or some shit anyway. It's fine. Maybe he's Dutch. I think maybe he's Dutch or Swedish. Whatever. Foreign. That's the American point of view. He's not from around
He's
here.
not from here.
I'll tell you this, he ain't from Indiana.
I want to say Dutch. He's Dutch.
I was gonna say Dutch was gonna be my guess.
Yeah, he's Dutch. He's
nice.
He's a Dutchman.
A Dutchman?
Man. Fucking Another Round. Gonna have to revisit that movie.
I know. I've been thinking about it lately. I'm like, I kind of want to rewatch it. I was like, I felt very inspired by it. You know what I mean? Which is weird because it's just a movie about alcoholism and depression. Like,
right.
That's just it. But, you know, those are two things I struggle with. That's why I put a bar in our podcast studio. A fully stocked bar. You guys should see this fucking thing.
Really helps with the alcoholism.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what else I would do with it. Just, I don't know, figure out one lane for the effects because they're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would...
Different director, obviously.
Yeah.
Story needs a punch up.
I know everybody's like really shits on Uwe Boll. I don't think this is that bad, like to the level that people shit on it so hard, but it's not good.
No.
So yeah, I'd get somebody else. If it was up to me, I'd get Guillermo del Toro. If I could get whoever I want, but not like Guillermo del Toro is going to direct this piece of shit.
No.
But
he'd do his own thing.
Yeah, he would do his own thing.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on to the next segment of the show.
Hey, what you watching?
Birdman, what you been watching?
Oh shit!
I haven't. It's been a bit.
It's been a minute. Okay.
Yeah. So I recorded a bunch of episodes like shotgun style, and you and I recorded the last episode, which I don't think has still come out as we're sitting here recording. But like, when was the last time we recorded? Like a month ago?
It's been like a month, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so...
And that was the last episode I recorded, so...
Did I talk about Silo, like watching the series?
I tell you what, I'm not packing corn in that thing, you know what I'm saying? That's why they call me the Silo. Nobody calls me that.
That's the Silo man.
It's from Beer Fest. No, tell me about Silo.
Have I ever talked about the Silo series to you, the books?
You've never talked to anything about me. To me. You've never talked about anything to me.
Okay. So, the Silo series, it's 3 books about... It's set in the pretty distant future. People that live in silos that are essentially... Almost the whole silo is buried underground.
But it's just like a regular silo you'd see on a farm, like a corn silo? Or are they fucking humongous?
It's humongous, concrete, all concrete. Like it's, yeah. And the,
don't worry about it.
The premise is basically the outside bad, inside good.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't go outside. The air is poisonous, yada, yada, yada. Just a good... futuristic science fiction story. Pretty easy to read. So they made a show out of it, and I watched the first season, and I can't recommend the TV series, unfortunately.
That's a bummer.
A lot of the acting is just not good. The writing is not very good, and it sucks because they have this great world and this like pretty good story, and they just kind of fucked it up.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
That's so good.
I was like, I'm just gonna watch the first season though, because I got to know how they handled that everything.
Yeah.
The second season is starting soon. It's just, it has Common, the rapper, in it.
Okay.
He's just he's not a good actor.
You've said that to me a couple of times. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything, or maybe I have. What's he? Is he got like? Is he this guy?
No. I'll pull up a picture.
All right.
Yeah, it's a bummin'. It's a bummin'. It's a bummer.
How's that new gaming rig treating you? Oh yeah, I'm not a fan.
He's not good.
I just don't ever buy him as genuine. He seems like a dude that he's like
That's what Carrie said.
It was something Doug Wicker said last time we did an episode of Black Label that Doug was on. He was like, if somebody's never experienced heartache, they can't portray heartache.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that dude's ever experienced like anything that real people have experienced.
Yeah. So
I don't ever buy it. He just doesn't ever seem sincere to me.
I think you hit the nail there. Yeah. It's weird too because Rebecca Ferguson, she's the main character in Silo, and she is
Rebecca Ferguson. More like Rebecca Turgeson.
Oh, got her. She is from Sweden. So she's trying to do an English, an American accent, and it just doesn't work.
She's Shoshana in Inglourious Bastards.
She's also in Dune Part 1.
She is in Dune.
She's in
To Dune to Boone.
To Dune to Boone.
To Dune to Boone.
She's in the Mission Impossible films, like the newer ones, I guess.
Is she? She's she's intense looking.
Yeah, she is.
You know what I mean? She's got a very like.
But yeah, it sucks. I can't recommend Silo. I did, however, watch Twisted Metal, and holy fuck, dude! Like, fun.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you recommended it.
I love it. I love it when somebody's like, I'll recommend a thing, and they'll eventually watch it, and they'll be like, fuck, yeah, right on, man. Good call.
Yeah.
Super fun show. How much fun is like Will Arnett doing the voiceover with that fucking Samoa Joe guy? It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It weirdly works so well.
You know how much I've thought about this TV show after I watched it? I just keep thinking about it. I'm just like, how did they do this?
It's just a fun
30-minute episodes.
Carefree ride. You burn right through it. It's one and done. I don't think it's going to get a second season.
I think they are doing a second season.
I think
I'll
so. Fuck with that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what they're going to do to fucking kind of increase the stakes now that they've killed off a couple of mains.
Right. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. Right in the butthole. Just fucking... Because it's Hollywood, and that's what they do. You want to churn something out and make yourself famous? Well, prepare to get a finger in your butt.
Because we were talking about this, and we were like, Twisted Metal. Like when I first heard, I think because I was talking to Mike about it.
I think this is a funny one because I think when we were doing the Hollywood Thumb news, which I've thought about bringing back, but it would just be me by myself, and I don't know. Anyway, when we started doing the Hollywood Thumb, I think that was one of the first stories we ever did.
Nice.
Was, hey, Twisted Metal is getting a TV show. And we were like, what's the, how? How do you make that a show? But you know what? They made Barbie a very profitable movie.
Yeah.
And now they're going to do Viewfinder.
Oh, God.
You know, the thing that you just look through and click the thing? That's going to be a movie now.
Oh, wow.
How?
Somebody will figure it out.
When I ever get the opportunity, I'm going to make a movie about Potato.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's just going to be called Spud. That's what we're calling it.
Sup, Spud?
Like black screen, very rustic, like Pig, but just Spud.
Just Spud.
And it's going to be somebody's going to be like, I don't fuck my potato. I don't fucking know. I don't know how you make movies about that shit. I don't know.
Yeah, Twisted Metal. It's fun. It's fast. It's breezy. It's easy.
It's furious.
It's got a little heart to it though. It just works. Everything works.
It's like the right amount. It's just the right amount of action to comedy relief.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
even your protagonist is not taking things too seriously.
Right.
Even though the stakes are quite high and some real shit is happening. So yeah, good show, I think.
So spoilers for Twisted Metal. You
Yeah.
haven't seen season 1.
Watch it, by the way. What's it on? Is it on
It's
Peacock?
on Peacock. It's on Peacock.
Peacock.
Remember, the end is where they're like all the best racers. They're setting it up for the next season.
Yeah.
So they're setting up the actual fucking Twisted Metal, like the
competition.
Yeah. So I'm pretty fucking pumped about that.
You know, it's like, I think Twisted Metal is the first Sony PlayStation game that I ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember, man. I really can't remember. That might be one of them. But...
It's been a hot minute. I think that was my first. And I was like, oh my God, these graphics are insane.
One more thing as far as like watching, then I'll let you go for a minute. Started The Penguin.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You liking it?
I like it. I like it a lot so far.
A Batman tangential but totally disconnected crime drama.
Yeah.
Just a really fucking good crime drama.
Very grounded, just like...
Oh, man.
Real...
I like that first episode when he's like, he goes back to his apartment and he fucking takes his shoes off and he's like rubbing his feet. And I'm like, that's why they call you the Penguin. It's not because you look like a penguin. It's because you waddle like one. Because you have a fucking weird birth defect foot.
Yeah.
Boy, it just... you can't help but feel for him, but he's such a fucking scumbag.
Oh, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But how about
fucking,
Colin Farrell?
And Kristen... I don't want to take away from Kristen Milioti.
Oh, no.
She's fucking... How far are you in? Are you caught up or...
No.
You're like one episode in?
I'm 2 episodes in.
2 episodes in. Okay. The most recent episode that came out, as we're recording, like this week's episode, was a Kristen Milioti's character centralized episode. So it like gives you a bunch of her backstory and like why she's so fucked up and like she's just so crazy. Why she's a homicidal maniac.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, it's good. That's like
I'm excited.
Real good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Colin Farrell is unrecognizable.
Finally, he is able to do a different voice.
yeah. He just did like a New York gangster style or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw an interview with Kristen Milioti, and I don't remember if it was like Conan or whatever. Anyway, she's on some talk show doing the rounds for a movie, and she's like, I never actually had met Colin Farrell. So I only ever saw him in makeup until we wrapped the show, and it was quite unnerving because he knew me, but I had never met him. I had only ever met Oz. So it's like the host holds up a picture. She's like, yeah, that's my guy right there. She's like, I know that guy. She's like, but I met, Colin Farrell, and I was still like weirdly starstruck after having worked with him on set for all this time, because he is so unrecognizable and like method, and he's in character the whole time. And it just like, I didn't know him, didn't get to meet the guy. And I was like, that's fucking wild to think about, because every now and then in his accent, I can hear like a hint of him.
Really?
But God damn it, he's like just a totally different person. It's really incredible, man. It's an amazing character performance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's
great
fascinating.
Show.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're liking it.
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, I'm only a couple episodes in. Going to keep watching it. We'll finish it. Yeah, fantastic. If you haven't started it, it's on
HBO
Max. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Max.
All right, what you got? What you been watching?
Watched Long Legs.
Oh, that's right.
And I got to tell you, seemed like regular sized legs to me. I also watched Cuckoo, or is it spelled Cuck-oo?
Cuck-oo.
Ooh.
Cuck-oo.
Out of the two, boy, I think I was more interested in Long Legs, but I wound up being more like, whoa, what the fuck with Cuckoo?
Really?
Cuckoo. I don't Cuckoo. I keep saying it like that. Yeah, just fucking a couple of really weird. I didn't know. I tried to avoid a lot of spoilers about Longlegs, but I did see one little tidbit that kind of likened it to a modern day Silence of the Lambs. So that had me thinking more. It's like, okay, well, maybe this is like more like a police procedural, which it kind of is. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought Micah.
We talked about doing it for this episode.
Micah Monroe is fantastic. I'm a big fan of her work. Nicolas Cage, I'm always interested in what he's doing, but he is very hit or miss for me. But when he hits, it is something to behold, and I think this is a really great role for him.
Pretty good.
And there are bits about it that I hate, but the bits about it that I hate kind of add to the character and really
like his
actually
character
make a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah, the parts about it that I'm like, oh, I fucking hate this. It makes his character work more effectively. But yeah, I was very impressed with it, man. I thought it was a really, really well made film. Cuckoo is, boy, it's weird to even kind of talk about them in the same sentence just because they came out at the same time. Very, very different film. Also, Dan Stevens is in that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he plays a Swedish guy, and he's like, "Oh,
Swedish.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the place where we are shooting this movie." That's what he's doing.
That's what he does.
Yeah, I'm just a big fan of Dan Stevens. I'm always excited to see him in anything. But I like that quite a bit. What else have I been watching? Fuck, I didn't watch shit for 3 weeks, and then I watched a fuck ton of stuff last week, and I'm trying to remember what all of it is. I've been watching Junji Ito's Uzumaki.
What'd you call me?
I called you Junji Ito's Uzumaki, motherfucker.
God damn it.
To you? So Junji Ito's Uzumaki is I believe it's a Japanese manga horror, but it's finally gotten a like animated treatment. It's all black and white, and it is like a psychological thriller.
Okay.
And it's quite tropey, but the horrific elements of it really play all the way through. Like I find myself like just like I'll realize the face that I'm making while I'm watching it and be like, oh, I am actually quite disgusted with what I'm seeing right now.
That was me when I saw fucking Angus Cloud's head fall off.
Right,
and
just
Abigail was like,
fucking. Yeah, that's a bunch of this show. Also on Max, by the way, if you decide to watch Uzumaki, which is translates to spiral shape in the English lexicon. Yeah, fucking real good show. It's about mass hysteria, essentially. A bunch of people subject all to the same mass hysteria, and is it real? You can't really quite tell. Maybe it is because it seems like it's sensationalized in the area, but also it is mass hysteria, so it's hard to say what's real and what's not. Good show though. Fucking really, really into it. I think it's like 4 episodes in. They're relatively short, so it's not like a huge time sink. But Junji Ito's he's an incredible horror writer, and it's weird because you'll see pictures of the dude online like holding a bunny rabbit or like eating candy with throwing up a peace sign, and then the shit that he draws is fucking horrifying. While the guy, his name escapes me, the guy that's in start of Ghibli Studios, he's very like dark and dour, but then the shit that his art is like
it's very upbeat.
It's very upbeat and cutesy and stuff like that. It's an interesting dichotomy between those two fellas, I guess.
Is it Miyazaki or it's not Miyazaki?
I think it might be Miyazaki. Yeah.
I can't remember how to say his first name, but his films are.
What's the guy's name in charge of fucking Ghibli Studios? God, I love my phone.
The way you search things cracks me up.
That is, Miyazaki, yeah. Yeah, he's a fucking interesting guy, though. That's a good one. Let's see here. Fucking what else I've been watching? Dude, I watched fucking Civil War. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. Maybe
we might have talked about that last time.
maybe not on the podcast, but fuck, I don't remember.
We might have just talked about it in general. I don't know. It's weird. I haven't seen you for like a month.
No, it hasn't been that long.
Well, no, I mean, I saw you last weekend, but we didn't do this.
2 weeks. 2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago?
Yeah.
I saw you. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, fuck me, it might have been... Dude, it's been a while since we actually sat down and recorded. It's weird because now that we're doing fucking bi-weekly, I don't know. I just try to like bank 3 or 4 episodes, and I'm like, all right, I'll revisit this in a month.
Right.
You know what I mean? But fuck me, man. There was something else I watched that I was like pretty impressed with, and I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, a Netflix film called It's What's Inside. There are a bunch of friends that get together. Somebody's getting married, so it's like a bachelor party or engagement party or whatever. And this guy brings this box that lets you swap your consciousness with your friends. So then they make it into a game.
Trailer for this, maybe.
Like, hey, can you guess who's who kind of thing? Watch it, man. It's fucked, but it's pretty good. Like, I was really impressed with how much I enjoyed it. I thought it was going to be very much like a lot of other things that I've seen before, and it is very much what seems to me to be a very original concept, which I think is super impressive. Also, the horror of it is not lost on me. Thought it was pretty good, pretty intense shit.
Okay.
And last thing I've got is been playing Pal World.
Yeah, I saw you playing it when I walked in. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, and I was like, "It's
Pal
fucking
World.
Disney Dream World Princesses." Don't worry about it. Yeah, Pal World's a weird game. It's like Fortnite. Fortnite meets Animal Crossing meets Pokemon. I'm having a lot of fun with it though. I was like, "Oh, I'll get."
I watched you punch a chicken. So.
I did. Yeah, I was like, "I'm just going to get my body and I'm going to turn it off." And I was like, "I'll punch this chicken though." Whap. No, it is a interesting. It's like a time management game, kind of like Spiritfarer. Like there are processes you have to do to be able to proceed.
Yeah.
But it's open world, which instead of like stuck on a boat, which it makes it very interesting.
I'm on a boat and
It's
it's
going fast
and
I don't know, gonna leave, have me in half again.
Nice.
I'm the king of the world on the boat like Leo. If you're on the show, then you show not Mio. Get the fuck up. This boat is real.
I did play Astrobot. I finished it.
Oh, yeah. How like worth a full price purchase?
Fuck yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wind up getting it. I heard there's a new Mario Party game that just came out, and I'm positive we will probably be purchasing that.
I know you will
very soon. Yeah,
and then I'll be playing it with you.
Yeah, dude, Alicia loves Mario games, and I love games, so I'm always like on board with buying a Mario game because I know I can get her to play it.
Yeah. Well, Astrobot, 10 out of 10.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna buy it. I was so smitten with the demo. Like, I was like, this is fucking adorable. I wish this was a full-scale game.
That's the thing, is if you can make a grown man say, this is adorable,
yeah.
you've won.
That's fucking cute as shit,
It's
bro.
Cute as shit, motherfucker.
Fucking goddamn, that's fucking cute, bro.
Other than that, I got a new drum set, electronic drum set.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking sick.
Can't wait to come to your place and fucking tear it up.
Put your nuts on
Put
my
my
drums.
nuts on your drum set.
It's awesome.
I'm sure you put your nuts on my drum set.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's kind of suck though.
Yeah.
They're just like you have the upgraded, nicer version. What brand are they?
It's Fesley. It's not a top of the line.
Yeah, I was like, that's not one I've heard of.
It's still so there are a lot now.
They're the fabric heads.
It's
though, right?
mesh.
Yeah, fuck
mesh
yeah.
heads.
Those mesh heads are what's up. Mine are just like plastic or rubber, or I guess rubber heads.
Rubber heads. Yeah. I really like it. The only thing I'm not too sure about is the hi hat. It's kind of weird. So it's a full hi hat setup.
Yeah. Does it clasp?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Well,
all right.
no. So sorry. It's hard to explain. There's not a bottom hat, right? It's just the top, but it does the clasp as if it were a real hi-hat, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, I got you. It's got the actual. Does it clip when you fucking just engage the foot pedal?
Yes, it's just weird. It's I don't know. It doesn't work as well as I would like it to. I still have some figuring out as far as the hi-hat goes.
Yeah.
But the rest of the kits, it's fucking great. I know this is kind of random, but one of the kits has a bell sound that is just perfect. Like, it sounds like a real.
It's
bell
hard
ride.
it's hard to describe that to people that aren't audiophiles, like how much sound is important.
It matters. Yeah,
it does. Yeah. And you'd be like, oh, I don't know, fucking blah, 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 like people that don't give a shit about it. You'd be like, all right, what's your favorite movie or what's your favorite album? And then they give you their examples. And like, of course they fucking sound great. You're not approaching it from a space of, why do I like this so much? You just like it because it's good.
It's pleasing.
And what's good about it? Because it's that sensory perception of like, oh, this sounds good, or it sounds crisp, or it sounds real, or whatever it is.
Yeah. So on the kit, there are like 20 preset kits, but I need to like make my own kit.
That's how what speakers are you running yours through?
So I'm just using headphones right now, but I am gonna buy a monitor.
Yeah,
for like a drum monitor.
I should get a fucking drum monitor. I'm just using like old computer speakers, and they all sound like ass. So I've gone through the like 50 different presets, and they all sound like ass. So I just picked the one that has the snare that sounds the least like ass. Right. Everything else sounds like ass, but not the snare. Yeah, man, that's cool, man. I'm glad you're digging that new drum set, dog.
It's a lot of fun. And then speaking on music, I saw with Carrie, we saw Seosin.
I've not heard of them. What do they play?
Fucking incredible, dude. Like, holy shit.
I didn't imagine they got worse with age. Those are some dudes that are fucking dedicated to their craft.
Well, so I was concerned with Cove and like how he would sound, but dude, he killed it. I mean, just fucking spot on.
Pristine set of pipes, that guy. What did they play? Did they play like a particular album?
Almost all of the self-titled.
Fucking hey, man, that's my jam.
And then like some of the older stuff.
Hell yeah.
And then we saw Snarky Puppy, which obviously incredible.
And did they give like a tribute to their recently deceased, the guy that played that fucking keyboard with the whammy bar?
Dude, it was okay. They might have, but it was so hard to hear the bassist when he was talking. I don't know. It was because it was outside, right? Because we saw them. We saw them outside.
We saw them in an outdoor
same place.
Oh, same venue.
They reopened. Cool. So they closed for a while. They reopened. It's a little different on the outside.
What's the name of that place? I love that venue.
It was Atomic Cowboy. Now it's just Atomic. Atomic by Jamo, something like that. But yeah, it was just hard to hear when he was talking. The speaker, I don't know, it was weird. But they were incredible. Like, obviously, it's fucking Snarky Puppy. Just
I've seen him twice.
We saw him there, and then we saw him at Ready Room. I believe,
I saw him at the Ready Room. I'm trying to think if I saw him twice at the Ready Room, but I think it was just the once.
No, it was just the once.
Yes, I've seen Snarky Puppy twice, but they're fucking awesome every time. One time we saw him, I think it was like a very condensed version of the band, and then we saw him at that outdoor venue, and it was most of them. Like, there were a lot of motherfuckers
so
there.
When we saw him at Ready Room, there were like 12 members. Yeah. And then the first time we saw him outdoors, it might have been more than that. I don't remember, but
I feel like the not that the sound necessarily was more full, but the stage felt more full, certainly.
Oh, dude, yeah. Seeing them at Ready Room was crazy. I was like, this is small.
That's a tall venue for 24 people, but they didn't all come. It's weird. Like, oh yeah, how many people are in a band? 5, 6? The Snarky Puppy's like, no, 38. Yeah.
There were only 9 when we saw them this last time. 9 of them. Yeah.
Good show, though?
Oh, yeah.
Did they do fucking What About Me? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my jam. That's my fave. That's fucking cool,
phenomenal.
Man. I wish I had a show in the works that I was going to, but we've been so fucking preoccupied with other shit lately, we haven't even thought about going to a concert. I did see that Fuck, Delta Sleep's going to be coming back through our area before too long.
They're not. They're not coming to St. Louis.
Is it Chicago?
Maybe.
The only time like Spotify sends me a fucking email about it is when they're within like X amount of hours of a drive or whatever.
Yeah, because I checked the dates and they're not coming to St. Louis.
Yeah,
but,
I fucking really enjoyed that Delta Sleep show.
Oh, yeah.
When we went, that
Yeah,
was
it was
cool.
fucking awesome.
Those guys were awesome.
It's about all I have, man.
I think that's all I've got. I'm gonna let you folks get on with the rest of your fucking Monday morning, you suckers at work at your fucking jobs while I'm just pulling my pud. I'm just kidding, I work too. But as we say at the end of every episode of It's Just Two Movies,
don't tug your pecker too hard.
Yep.
You guys aren't gonna start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's call that phone talk! We're a one-eyed Batman!
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The Jedi, Bob. We don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Dozen businesses are booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, special thanks for the people who helped make this show. That is going to be Russ, Tafari, God-Sized and Growing, and SUNDS for our music, Lamplighter Productions for our artwork. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to throw out a thanks to Dave, who takes care of our YouTube platform, and Justin, who has started doing our TikTok. You can find us on TikTok at Just Two Movies Pod. Yeah, so hit us up on socials and tell your friends and leave us a like if you could. That's the show. I should have been recording that just for being silly. Okay, silence. Stupid ass. Okay, all right, and silence.